Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 29th June 2024. In this video, we will teach you top 20 current affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. National Statistics Day is observed every year on. Answer is 29th June. The Government of India is celebrated National Statistics Day on 29th June, on the birth anniversary of Professor Prasanta Chandra Mahalanobis. The day is celebrated to create awareness among youth about the role of statistics in socio-economic planning and policy formulation. National Statistics Day was first celebrated on 29th June 2007. Professor Prasanta Chandra Mahalanobis is known as the father of Indian statistics. Question number 2. South India's first leopard safari was launched in. Answer is Karnataka. On 26 June 2024, Eshwar Khande, the Cabinet Minister for Forest Ecology and Environment, Government of Karnataka, launched South India's first and largest leopard safari at the Bannerghatta Biological Park, BBP in Bangalore, Karnataka. The safari is set up in a 20-hectare area that meets the strict rules of the Central Zoo Authority. Currently 8 leopards have been released for the safari in the open forest area. It has been created at a cost of 4.5 crore rupees. Question number 3. India's first Chadwick House Navigating Audit Heritage Museum was inaugurated at. Answer is Shimla. The Controller and Auditor General of India inaugurated the Chadwick House Navigating Audit Heritage Museum at Shimla on 24 June. Chadwick House, a significant landmark in Shimla, boasts a rich and extensive history. Its historical significance is further highlighted by Mahatma Gandhi's stay in 1946 during his visit to Shimla for the cabinet mission. Post-independence, in 1950, a training school for the Indian Audit and Accounts Service was started here. Question number 4. Which country set to impose world's first carbon tax on gassy cattle? Answer is Denmark. Denmark plans to implement a tax on livestock farmers starting in 2030, making it the first nation to do so. This initiative targets methane emissions from cows, sheep, and pigs, which are significant contributors to global warming. The goal is to achieve a 70% reduction in Danish greenhouse gas emissions from 1990 levels by the year 2030. Question number 5. Exercise HOPEX 2024 has been conducted between India and which country's Air Force? Answer is Egypt. Exercise HOPEX is the fourth joint exercise of Indian Air Force and Egyptian Air Force, which was held in Egypt from 21 to 26 June. During the week-long exercise, Indian Air Force's Rafale fighter jets, C-17 Globemaster transport aircraft, and IL-78 tankers participated. This joint military exercise aimed to enhance bilateral defense cooperation and promote interoperability between the two air forces. Question number 6. As per World Bank report, which country is the world's largest remittance recipient in 2023? Answer is India. According to the World Bank Migration and Development Brief Report, published in June 2024, India is expected to receive remittances of $124 billion in 2024 and $129 billion in 2025. In 2023, India received inward remittances worth $120 billion. India is the world's largest recipient of remittance, followed by Mexico with $66 billion, China with $50 billion, Philippines with $39 billion and Pakistan with $27 billion. USA is India's largest source of remittance. And now, you can purchase our monthly current affairs PDFs. Last 6 months, January to June 2024, current affairs PDFs available at 189 rupees only. You can check video's description for purchase link, or you can WhatsApp me for PDFs. Question number 7. Who has broken world record of hitting highest boundaries in ICC T20 World Cup? Answer is Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma has broken Mahela Javadne's record of hitting the most fours in the T20 World Cup. Rohit Sharma hits 113 boundaries in 43 innings with 1,191 runs. The former Sri Lankan opener Mahela Javadne amassed 111 fours over his 31-inning career. Virat Kohli holds the third spot with 105 boundaries in 32 innings. Question number 8. How many times has the Indian cricket team reached the finals of the ICC T20 World Cup? Answer is third time. The Indian cricket team has reached its third ICC T20 World Cup final. Team India beat England in the second semi-final clash of the 2024 edition at Providence Stadium, Guyana. India won the inaugural T20 World Cup edition in 2007 and lost to Sri Lanka in 2014. They have also been two-time semi-finalists. Question number 9. Who has been chosen for the 2024 Pen Pinter Award? Answer is Arundhati Roy. Booker Prize winner Arundhati Roy has been chosen for the 2024 Pen Pinter Literary Prize for her courageous and unswerving writing. Arundhati Roy will receive her award at a ceremony to be held in October 2024 in London, England. The PEN stands for Poet, Playwright, Editor's Essayist, Novelist Pinter Award was instituted in memory of playwright Harold Pinter in 2009. Question number 10. DRDO successfully conducts final test of Abhyas system at. Answer is Odisha. Defence Research and Development Organisation, DRDO, successfully tested the high-speed expendable aerial target Abhyas at the Integrated Test Range, ITR, Chandipur in Odisha, on 27 June 2024. Abhyas is a drone which has been designed for the armed forces for target practice. According to the DRDO, the Abhyas system has successfully conducted 10 developmental flights, demonstrating the reliability of the system. Question number 11. Who has been elected as the President of Professional Golf Tour of India? Answer is Kapil Dev. Renowned Indian cricketer and ardent amateur golfer, Kapil Dev was elected as the new president of the Professional Golf Tour of India, PGTI. He was elected after the previous president, H. Srinivasan, withdrew his candidature for the president's post. Kapil Dev, the captain of the 1983 Men's Cricket World Cup winning team, has been the vice president and member of Professional Golf Tour of India's governing body for the last 3 years. Question number 12. Who has been appointed as the UNESCO's first ever Goodwill Ambassador for Youth? Answer is 17. On 26 June, Audrey Azoulay, Director General of the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, appointed 17, the South Korean, K-pop, boy band with 13 members, as UNESCO's first ever Goodwill Ambassador for Youth during a ceremony held in Paris, France. UNESCO and K-pop group 17 launched a joint program called Going Together for Youth Creativity and Well-being, an ambitious joint grant program for youth projects around the world. Question number 13. Who was appointed as convener of the reconstituted GST rate rationalization panel? Answer is Samrat Chaudhary. The GST Council has announced the appointment of Samrat Chaudhary, Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, as new convener of the group of Minister of the reconstituted GST rate rationalization panel. He will succeed Suresh Khanna, Finance Minister of Uttar Pradesh, serving as the convener of GST rate rationalization since October 2023. Originally, GST rate rationalization panel was constituted in September 2021 and was headed by Baswaraj Bommai, Chief Minister of Karnataka. Question number 14. Who has been appointed as new MD and CEO of SBI General Insurance? Answer is Naveen Chandra Jha. Naveen Chandra Jha has been appointed as the new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of SBI General Insurance Company Limited. He was nominated by the parent company, State Bank of India, SBI, and succeeds Kishore Kumar Poludasu. Prior to this current role, he served as the Deputy Managing Director of SBI. He has been associated with the SBI since 1994. Question number 15. The first International Dairy Federation Asia Pacific Summit was held in. Answer is Kochi. The Union Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, National Dairy Development Board, NDDB, and the International Dairy Federation, IDF, are jointly organizing the first IDF Regional Dairy Conference Asia Pacific 2024 from June 26 to 28 in Kochi. The conference themed Farmer-Centric Innovations in Dairying. The event features 22 exhibition pavilions and 17 startups, showcasing dairy farms, processing equipment, and related technologies. Question number 16. Which state government has decided to end the 52-year-old system of government paying income tax for ministers? Answer is Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh government on 25th June decided to end the 52-year-old system of the government paying the income tax on the salaries and perquisites of the ministers. Chaired by the Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav, the state cabinet unanimously approved changing the 1972 rule, under which the state government paid the income tax of salaries and perquisites of the ministers. Question number 17. Which union territory became first administrative unit to achieve full functional literacy under ILAS? Answer is Ladakh. Recently, the Union Territory of Ladakh has been declared to achieve full functional literacy under the Ullasnav Bharat Saksharta Karyakram after having achieved over 97% literacy. Ullas stands for Understanding Lifelong Learning for All in Society, is a centrally sponsored scheme implemented from 2022 to 2027. It aims to empower adults aged 15 years and above who could not receive proper schooling. It aligns with the recommendations of the National Education Policy, NEP, 2020. Question number 18. Who has been awarded with the 12th Vishwa Hindi Samman? Answer is Usha Thakur. Dr. Usha Thakur was awarded the 12th Vishwa Hindi Samman, World Hindi Conference, at a Hindi Samvad event organized by the Embassy of India in Nepal. The award recognized her contributions to the development of Hindi literature. Dr. Thakur has translated over 40 works into Hindi and Nepali, strengthening the Hindi language. Question number 19. South Korea, US, and Japan began their first trilateral multi-domain exercise in. Answer is South Korea. South Korea, the US and Japan, on 27 June began their first trilateral multi-domain exercise, codenamed Freedom Edge. The exercise is taking place over 3 days on Jeju Island in South Korea. It aims to enhance security cooperation against threats posed by North Korea and its deepening relationship with Russia. Question number 20. In which state, school-in-a-box kits will be given to children in flood relief camps? Answer is Assam. In Assam, because of devastating floods and landslides claiming lives, children in relief camps will receive educational support through a school-in-a-box initiative. The kit includes notebooks, drawing books, pencils, and other learning materials. Designed by United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, these kits cater to children aged 6 to 18. This plan is for 167 relief camps in the state. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378.